with all this data that you're kind of mapping, are you seeing any interesting trends that you've
Yeah.
never seen?
I can give you a pretty good example of that. Sometime in early November, when I was kind of exploring, researching, new data layers for the globe, and I started looking to NASA's firms database and API, which is all the thermal anomalies, basically like fires all over the planet. And what I was wondering is whether something like that could potentially pick up the drug boat strikes that were going on in the Caribbean or Eastern Pacific. And I would say with pretty high confidence, once I compared all the information available, that we did find a strike in the Eastern Pacific. I'll pull up the tweet for it now.
Do you want to share your screen? You can actually do that.
If I can do that, then yeah.
Yeah. If you go down to that plus sign, you can share your screen. I don't know if you see it at the bottom there.
All right, let's see. Okay, can you see there?
Yes.
All right, so this was kind of a breakthrough discovery for us. The U.S. had been conducting those narco boat strikes for months at that point, and based on this information, we found this little red dot, which represents a thermal anomaly or an explosion or a fire. Right in the Eastern Pacific, about 410 miles southwest of Acapulco, Mexico. So that nearly perfectly lines up with the reports that some Mexican news outlets were saying. As you can see, 400 miles from the city of Acapulco, and the military, they release these videos, but they don't like share exact coordinates, but almost perfectly lines up with that reporting, as well as the date, time. And the thing with these strikes is not all of them are going to be picked up by the satellite due to cloud coverage or just the flame or explosion not being kind of large enough. But this particular video that they released, the boat clearly is like massively engulfed in flames, and it looks like that's like a raging fire that's going to last for like maybe hours. Whereas most of the videos they're releasing, like the explosions are not that large, so that kind of means that if this one was the strike, it would explain why, right? So again, most of them are not going to be caught by this, but we do believe that we found this one. So what we did was we implemented this data into the polyglobe by kind of like masking those routes those narco routes that matter, to kind of cancel out the noise. There's some oil fields obviously in the Caribbean that we had to mask out, but yeah, that's kind of the most interesting discovery I've had so far.